You're gonna need a spot, either the end of your notebook or separate piece of paper that you'll be able to keep throughout the year. Because we're gonna add to these throughout the year, and then when we get done, which is right around the end of the third quarter, we hand them in. So, the first construction, construction 1. Now, when you do these, we'll name the construction, then we actually do the construction on one side, and we write down the steps on the other side. So construction 1 is simply copy a segment.
You would know.
And you wouldn't.
So, you're going to start off with a given segment, and we're just going to copy the segment below it, and then off to the side we'll write the steps. The steps should be where someone could read what you've done and do the drawing.
I can do that.
So, the first step is draw any ray. Label the endpoint X. So below this drawing, you can draw a ray. Label the endpoint X.
We draw the AB. You could.
Yep, you gotta have this started off, that's your given
Oh, I gotta get a
segment.
new ruler.
Because what we're gonna do is copy this segment.
Isn't that how long it is?
Nope,
It needs to be hella long.
but you don't want it all the way across your paper because it's easier if you draw on one side and write on the other.
Yo, he's thick.
Could you not?
Could you? Can?
You stuff that down.
Sucking that bad, dude.
That means you want my shooting is weak.
He's strong.
Okay, so what you wanna do is pretend like this is your piece of paper. Label it, put the drawings on one side, and write the steps on the other side.
Wait, that's. Oh, I already screwed up.
That's already running.
Just put it below.
Alright.
Just put it below and then draw, and then just write
What would
the
I do
next
without
step
you,
to the
Henderson?
side.
You're a lifesaver. Not you.
You're gonna end up having to make this way longer,
Nuts.
because you're trying to copy this.
Balls.
segment.
What about me?
Okay, so this next step now, with vertex A. Now, this is gonna be used in all the constructions when I say vertex. When they say that, that means the pointy part of your compass. So when it says with vertex A, that means put the pointy part at A. Open to B.
Yo, keep thick.
What's up, boo?
So, with vertex A open to B, Then with vertex X, make the same arc, label the intersection Y.
What? This is impossible.
Start with crab. Yeah. Start with crab. Oh,
Okay, so what this means is,
Gross showing.
with vertex A, put the pointy part at A, open it up to B, so you know how long it is. Then with vertex X, so that means put the pointy part on X, make the same arc, label the intersection Y. So what that means now is AB is congruent to XY. They're the same length. So I copied the segment. These are the basic, if you go into architecture, there's like 13 basic constructions. This is the first basic construction.
Oh, so like that. Okay.
You're
Sweet.
little far behind there, but
Thanks.
So all this is they don't measure with rulers, they measure with compasses to see how long they are and copy the lengths. Okay, everyone got that one, so we can do the next one? We got 3 of them to do today.
Ass
Okay, construction 2 is bisect a segment. Now, when you draw your segment that we're going to bisect, you are going to need some room above it and below it. So don't put your line way up close to here.
This is construction too, right?
Construction 2, yeah.
Alright.
So you got to put your line segment down a little bit.
they suck. Sexual mentality. You suck at sex.
Oh, that's coming from a sucker.
Wait, so if you're good at sucking or so then you're bad, okay?
That is inappropriate.
Yeah.
In this school. I'm gonna have to
So
ask you
what?
to leave.
That sounded like Grace.
I sound like your mother.
Nah, dude. Mine was better.
I think your mother's a quitter and she spits.
Dude, so was Grace.
So the first step is with vertex A, make any arc. And here, this is important, it's got to be more than half of AB, which means you got to open it up to more than halfways. Above and below AB.
The roast king, dude.
Who's my prince?
Apprentice.
figured out?
Not really.
Okay, so first one is with vertex A, make an arc, and it's gotta be more than half the length of AB, above and below. I'm gonna do it over here. Okay? So you just make an arc above and below. You could make the arc all the way through if you wanted to, you don't have to. Then step 2 is with vertex B, make the same arc. So that means keep it the same. Slide over B, make an arc. And you see they intersect? And make an arc. Now this, every year someone says, but they don't intersect.
Well, there's circles.
What do you gotta do if they
Gotta
don't
go
intersect?
far enough.
You didn't go far enough. All you gotta do is go back here then and make the arc so they do intersect. Okay? So you make any arc above and below, keep it the same, slide over here, above and below, and then label these two intersections X and Y. Everyone able to get that?
Yep.
So can anyone guess what the last step is? Remember, we're making a segment bisector.
Draw a line from one X.
Connect X, Y. So if you connect X, Y, that bisects it. Now, what it also does, it not only bisects it, you should label this so you remember it. So that means this equals that. It also is perpendicular. So put a box in there to show that it's 90. So this line is called a perpendicular bisector, which we use a lot of in the book. Okay, everyone get this one?
Yeah.
I can erase? For segment 3? No?
Yep. Yep.
So you're gonna want to, you don't, I wouldn't open it up that wide, because your paper's not that big. There you go. Make an arc up here.
You're gonna have to, you know,
Should
you're
hold
explaining
it
all that.
because the thing moves. It should open up here.
Mason, keep it in your mouth. Seriously.
There's a problem with that. That's my handle.
Oh! Rose King, dude.
Mason.
That was a good one.
That was genius, dude.
You just come over here.
People will write this in the history books.
And where they intersect, that's your X, Y.
People will remember that roast for centuries.
Game day.
Okay, last one.
Friday 50.
Why are you even saying it? You're not involved all over football.
You said the same thing when I said that.
Construction 3, bisect an angle.
You have to set me for saying that, for mocking her. And then you do the same thing. Don't get mad at me if we can do the same thing. When would you get mad at me when I was mocking her?
So for this one,
That's what we do to
That was
you.
me, yeah.
all the work is gonna be done inside the angle, so you don't need room above it or below it.
Yeah. I just did. You're straight savage. Dylan's a savage, that's what happened.
Roasted.
So you start off with a given angle, and there's the first step. With vertex A, make any arc through both sides, label the intersections X and Y.
My name is Jared. Wow, you read really slow.
Up yours, good. Just kidding, I got the position.
I got something for you too.
Yeah, what was that?
8.
It was this.
That's good.
Okay, so what we have to do is, with the vertex A, you make any arc through the sides. You gotta keep it the same. Label the intersections X and Y.
Okay, I had. Awesome.
Okay, so with vertex X, make any arc inside the angle. With vertex Y, make the same arc. Label the intersection Z. So, that just means put the point on X with vertex X, make any arc inside your angle. With the same, or go to vertex Y, make the same angle. And you gotta make them so they'll intersect. If they don't intersect, you just didn't make your line long enough. Label that intersection Z. So can you guess the last step?
Draw a line from X to Y to Z.
No.
No,
Draw a
to
line
A
from
to Z.
A to Z.
Connect.
Go.
A, Z, Arizona.
Arizona. Hey, Lon,
What's up, homie?
how goes it?
Good, dude.
Break your legs. Break your legs.
And that's it.
Mine looks horrible, but